to Repertory Company Theater's RCT360. This is episode number 36. I'm Deidre Sherm.
I'm Laura Alley.
And I'm Rachel Ratcliffe.
And ladies, Christmas is just 6 days away. And so today we're celebrating Christmas. We're in our PJs and I'm in my nighttime glasses here and all snuggled up, ready to go. And, you know, I just love that we get together virtually, social distancing, and still celebrate some of the joys of Christmas. What do you think about that?
I think it's incredible. And we get to be in our jammies.
I'm so comfortable. And I'm obviously in my sleeping wig as well.
That's what I was going to say, Rachel. That wig is pretty spectacular.
I know. Don't be too jealous.
Well, it's like I said, it's 6 days away. And, you know, there is a beloved Christmas holiday that we have in our house. We always read The Night Before Christmas.
You know, Clement Clark Moore wrote this poem in 1822 for his own children. It's also referenced with the title A Visit from St. Nicholas. The poem is the origin for many of the modern notions of Santa Claus, his plump and cheerful white bearded look, the names of his reindeer, and even the tradition that he brings toys to children.
And who better to read this beloved poem to us than old St. Nicholas himself?
The night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. And out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Cupid, on Comet, on Donder and Blitzen. On top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle and they mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his fingers aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Ladies, I just love that so much. And what a joy to have Santa with us today. That was wonderful.
I mean, if that doesn't put you in the Christmas spirit, I don't know what will.
No, and for him to make time out of his very, very busy toy making schedule right now to come and be with us, it warms the heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. Now, as I was listening to that, I'm wondering, ladies, do either one of you have a favorite reindeer?
Yes, I totally do. If you've ever seen the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you will know that my favorite reindeer is Prancer, because he runs the flying lessons, and he's got his voice, and he's very, very angry all the time. Prancer. It's like he's from New Jersey. I love him.
Yeah, just sidebar before I answer, because I do have a very specific response here. If you haven't seen that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation in a while, like since you were 4 or ever, go watch it, because it is wheels off.
Revisit.
So wheels off. I think there's some YouTubes that just kind of do some summaries of it, and you won't be sorry.
You can hear my dogs barking in the background as my kids are coming in. Hey, this wasn't even planned, but this is part of our Christmas decoration. So we are so excited about that too.
I love the Misfit toys forever, but my choice for favorite Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer friend reindeer is Donder. So I have always said Donner and Blitzen, but I was reading my version of A Visit from St. Nicholas to my son last year, and I'm like, uncommon, unkeeper on Donder. Donder? And it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I did some research. So different versions of the story have Donners and Donders. And so now I have converted. I'm Team Donder all the way. That's my guy or girl.
Well, I love that. I mean, I did the same thing. I learned that one year as I was reading it out loud to my kids. So, hey, you are never too old to learn something new about Christmas. And you know what? I learn something new every time I hear a quarantine confessional. So, Rachel, can you take it away?
Thank you, Deidre, and welcome to a very special Christmas edition of Quarantine Confessions. Come closer, closer, oh, but not too close. Okay, this is a very interesting quarantine confession for me today, because yay, but about 26 minutes ago, I did a 180 and decided to go in a different direction with a confession that I am sharing today. First one, let me just give you the Cliff's Notes, if you're old like me, summary. I really miss my church choir. It's one of the things that I'm going to miss the most about Christmas Eve this year. But choirs are super spreaders and just kind of shower everyone with particulates and love. But if you have a pod with a choir member that's missing out on all of their Christmas fun this year, give them a hug and wear a mask so we can go back to singing really soon. Okay, said my piece there. My quarantine confession now is that I think that this quarantine has dulled the senses a bit. So to give you a little peek behind the veil of my day as I prepare for the RCT360 podcast, I'm usually working right up until the 11th hour. And so I'm typically kind of getting ready for the podcast in little bits and drips and dregs. And so I might do my makeup here, and I might write down some Broadway trivia questions there. And so today was no exception to that. And so while I was in the process of finishing up work, I put on this amazing wig that you see now, still in my work clothes, still doing things. And my husband comes in and talks to me. We have a very serious conversation for no less than 10 minutes. during which time he never, ever mentions the rat's nest that is on my head. He doesn't even really look at it that close. Now, I think we can all agree that in the pantheon of wigs that I own and that exist, this is really not the best one. But for some reason, it just really didn't register with him whatsoever that this could be something that is slightly out of character for me. And let me tell you, this is in no way a knock against my husband. I think it's just the truth of how ridiculous that I have become in quarantine. So, dear friends, if you see me walking down the street and this thing is on my head, know that there's probably a good reason. Or alternatively, that I've just lost my mind. But either way, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, and to all a good wig. Not this one. And that is my quarantine confession.
Oh, Rachel, you're not the only one. We're all a little crazy, I think, these days. Thank you so much. And of course, whenever I hear his name, I always like to take a moment and say, Alejandro! It's one of my favorite parts of the show. Well, now, what's very exciting is that we are moving on to our In the Spotlight interview with Laura. And I know I say it every week, but I'm serious now when I say we have one of the most special guests. Take it away, Laura.
My In the Spotlight guest this week is very, very special. Please welcome to our webcast, the beautiful Maris Fisher. Hi, Maris.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
Now, where do you live? It looks like maybe it's cold and maybe snowy where you live.
I live in Maryland.
Maryland. And did you get to play in the snow?
Yes, I got to play in the snow a lot.
A lot. Is there still snow on the ground today?
Yes, there's still a lot.
Nice. Very fun. And what grade are you in, Maris? What grade are you in at school?
First grade.
First grade. Do you like first grade?
Yes.
Are you learning a lot?
Yes, I'm learning a lot.
Very fun. Now, have you done, I know it's Christmas time, have you done any fun Christmas activities with Mom?
I decorated the Christmas tree and with ornaments, and I put up my stockings and made baked cookies.
Nice. Did you get to eat the cookies too?
Yes.
That's the best part, right? Getting to eat the cookies. Now, Maris, what did you ask Santa Claus for this year?
I asked for bookmarks and some new books and more unicorn stuff, unicorn posters, and some more unicorn chairs.
All right. What kind of books do you like to read?
I like to read Christmas books.
Those are a lot of fun. So you're asking for some more books to read. And bookmarks. Very important to have a bookmark when you're reading, right? Now, what is your favorite thing? If you could pick, what is your favorite thing about Christmas?
My favorite thing about Christmas when I get to spend time with my family.
You get to spend time with your family. That's a great part. And your grandparents live in Maryland too, don't they? So that's fun. You get to see them a lot.
Yes, a lot.
Nice. Now, here's the hard question. And this question is, what does Christmas mean to you?
Happy, and I get to celebrate the birth of Jesus.
Very nice. Very nice. Do you know any Christmas songs? Do you know any Christmas carols? Do you know Jingle Bells?
Yes.
Could you sing a little bit of Jingle Bells for us? I would love to.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Beautiful, Maris. That was fantastic. Very nice. Well, Maris, I hope Santa Claus brings you everything you asked for. I know you're a very, very good girl. You do everything your mom tells you to do. So I hope he brings you everything. What are you going to set out for Santa Claus on Christmas? Are you going to set out
Cookies and a glass of milk.
Nice, nice. Sometimes my girls, when they were little, we would set out Rice Krispie treats, and they like to set out different things to see what Santa Claus likes. But we know that Santa really likes cookies, doesn't he?
Mhm.
That's why he has a big belly.
Yes, a big belly of cookies.
Nice. Well, Maris, thank you so much for being on our show today. And I loved talking to you about Christmas. And hopefully, I know you're in Maryland, but hopefully you'll get to visit us soon.
Me too.
We miss you. Thank you for being here.
Bye.
Isn't she the cutest?
Maris Darling is the best.
I love her. I love her. I'm going to steal her from her mother, who will then come down and murder me.
I would not be surprised by that. But oh, thank you so much, Laura. That was like the sweetest and the dearest, and what a perfect thing for Christmas to just sit back and relax. Well, hey, now it's time for Broadway Trivia, but hold on. We're gonna do something a little different today, ladies. It is now going to be Rachel against Laura. I am taking over, and we are going to do some special Broadway trivia where I host, and we find out between the two of you who is going to be Queen of Broadway.
Nervous.
I'm scared to death.
Hey, John, I don't know if you can hear me, but listen, I would like you to be my official caller for who has their sound first, because I don't want that responsibility. I want to keep friends here. So I'm going to let you be caller. Can you do that for me?
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks, John. Now, of course, I need to ask, I don't know if you're ready for this or not, Rachel, but it's really important that you have something that you can make a noise that we can see and hear. Do you have something to buzz in with?
Okay, yes, although this is so embarrassing because I literally thought of this as you were introducing the segment, like how many times have I done Broadway Trivia? And I don't know. So I'm going to, so I had to grab what I had, wave these headphones that don't work, and I'm gonna go, woo, 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 woo.
Excellent, excellent. I think the red adds an extra holiday cheer. So thank you for that. And Laura, I assume that you have your same koozie, yes?
I do.
I believe it has doubled in size since we began.
It's longer and longer.
Yeah.
It was like this long, but now it's this long.
Bless that koozie.
So leg warmer or koozie, ladies. Alejandro! I got away! We can quit now. We can quit the show now. Now, ladies, get prepared. Now, I need to warn you. You need to listen to the entire question. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay?
Tell her that, because that was my only way to win.
Maybe, maybe not. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Okay. In a 1944 film starring Judy Garland, people are surprised to find that a well-known Christmas song is part of the soundtrack. With hand motions, please sing a part of another song about public transportation that she sings in that same film.
Rachel.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ding, ding, ding with the bells.
That wig works for that.
That is correct! Rachel, you are on the board 1-0. Congratulations. And thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful rendition. of
Choreography.
My Christmas gift to you. And
Thank
to all
you.
of you.
And- yes, and I really accept that gift. Thank you. All right. So now you see how important it is to listen to the entire question. Okay. Question number two. A musical about an orphan who is adopted by a wealthy billionaire during a Christmas season made its debut in 1977. What actress who played the title role later starred in the popular show Sex and the City?
I think that was Laura.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
And that is correct, man. That was really close. This is a very exciting episode of Broadway Trivia, we're at 1-1. This is head to head. Okay, number 3. Elf has been a holiday staple since it hit audiences in 2003. In 2010, it was adopted for the Broadway stage, and includes a song with a one-word title, and the title is 9 letters shorter than Mary Poppins' Yes?
Laura.
Sparkle, jolly, twinkle, jingly.
That is correct. So the rest of the question is the title is 9 letters shorter than the Mary Poppins Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Wonderful job, Laura. I think you might have had a little head up on that one because you might have directed that. We are 2-1. It is still anybody's game.
It is.
All right. Question number 4. And this is for our Jewish friends, as we just finished Hanukkah yesterday. So here's your question. Thanks to COVID, more Broadway shows have come into our living rooms through streaming. And what a gift it has been to see Broadway's original cast of Hamilton. This year in 2020, one of the original cast members released a brand new Hanukkah song. Name that cast member.
I don't know.
Rachel.
It is my favorite jam this year. It is Daveed Diggs' Puppy for Hanukkah.
I never heard that song.
Puppy for
Great
Hanukkah.
job.
How funny. That's awesome. I didn't know he even had that. That's so cool.
He is half Jewish, or he's half Jewish. But I believe that he's practicing, and so he had this amazing video that shows Jewish children of color celebrating and lighting the menorah and doing all and being festive. Like, it's amazing and inclusive, and it has puppies in it. That is my take.
I'm gonna have to listen to that after the show. I love it. I love him.
You can look up Puppy for Hanukkah.
For Hanukkah.
We listen to it, I think, every day of Hanukkah. All right, here we go. Now we have come to our final question. I don't know if there's ever been such a battle, but I am so excited about this final question, and yet also very terrified for what I have to do next. Now, normally the people have requested the Irish pirate, but I do not know that I can do that justice.
Oh. Not everyone can, Deidre. It's not your fault.
No.
I know. And I recognize that. And I think knowing your place, knowing what you should play is one of the key things, right, in theater. So
That's true.
Instead of an Irish pirate, I think I'm going to go for kind of a Cockney chimney sweep that leans slightly Southern, and maybe we'll do well. Okay.
I like this. Okay.
So it is your job now. I'm going to be giving you those lyrics as a slightly Southern Cockney chimney sweep, and it's your job to name the song and the Broadway show it comes from. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here goes. You'll be married. I'll be married, though Mary ain't in my vocabulary. No sleigh bells, no Santa, no Yule log, no tinsel, no holly, no hearth.
Can you give us some options? I don't know if it was the accent or the interpretation.
Okay. It's from a Broadway show.
You sure?
That talks about a lot of kids who don't want to live up to their responsibility. They're not.
Is this Rent?
Yes.
Oh, but
the original Broadway cast recording. This is what I'm going to do right now. Go to your phones. Look for the song. Look for the song.
Okay.
You'll be married. I'll be married.
Wait,
Mary ain't.
Do we type those lyrics in?
Rachel.
Rachel?
Christmas Bells from Rent.
That is correct!
Now, I feel like this is a tie because I said Rent. So I feel like we have a tie.
No, you have to do both. You have to do both.
I said Rent, which got you to the Google.
I said Rent. You turned into a pirate just then too.
Because I was terrified of that.
I said Rent. Could you just talk a little bit more in your Cockney chimney sweep voice, though? Because that's I like that a lot.
This is why I have stayed out of Broadway Trivia for so long. I guess we're going to have to call it a Christmas miracle, and it is a tie. You are both queens. We're so excited.
That's probably best. It keeps us in the warm Christmas spirit if it's a tie.
It's true.
That's true. Right.
No,
I'll
the baby Jesus in the manger smiled upon us and created a tie. So thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Oh, and thank you to both of you for putting up with me for today. And let's get out of here. Come on, Laura. Why don't you take it away with Laura's Christmas list?
Welcome to Laura's Christmas list, where I give you some ideas on Christmas presents. I know last week, I gave you some options on some maybe not in things you necessarily want to buy off Amazon, but if you're anything like me, you tend at Christmas time to get very busy and wait till the last minute and have several gifts to buy. So this week for Laura's Christmas list, I'm giving you Amazon's picks for the top 5 last minute Christmas toys that you can purchase, because I know we all have children in our lives. We're going to start with number 1, the Crayola Ultimate Light Board. Coloring is going to get a major upgrade on this. It has an LED light board in it, which allows kids to create amazing art in a truly unique way. And it's $27.99 on Amazon. Number 2, this one is my favorite, the soft Baby Yoda figure. If you are a fan of The Mandalorian, then you know what I'm talking about. And our love for Baby Yoda isn't going to go anywhere. We love him. So it makes the perfect sense for this adorable 11-inch plush to make your Amazon Christmas list. It is $32.88 and currently available on Amazon. Number 3, this one has an incredible name. It is the Poop-A-Lots Big Wags Interactive Pet Toy. That's right, Poop-A-Lots. Not only do they have to feed the puppy, but they also have to clean up after it poops. It is for real friends, and it is $24.10 on Amazon. Number 4, this is a great throwback to when I was a child, the Light Bright Magic Screen. That's right, the Light Bright from our youth is back and better than ever. It comes with over 200 pegs and 6 design patterns to follow, although they do encourage kids to create their own designs. It is $38.99 on Amazon. And number 5, something for the entire family to participate, is the Melissa and Doug Suspend Family Game. The whole family can get into the fun of this game, which will challenge everyone's hand-eye coordination. So if you have waited to the last minute, there are some great gifts there still available on Amazon that you can get before Christmas. I do hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year, and good luck out there. And remember, when you're purchasing something on Amazon, make sure you look up Repertory Company Theater for the Amazon Smile if you'd like to give back to RCT, because every little bit helps. Back to you, Deidre.
Oh, Laura, I remember Light Bright. That brings back some memories.
Right, that and the Easy Bake Oven. Those are my faves.
Oh, I loved a Light Bright. I loved the Snoopy snow cone machine.
Right.
I don't know if you had that, but that was also pretty killer. But I must say, Laura, that I have bought some of the things from your Christmas lists that will be featured in stocking stuffers in my own home this year.
I love it.
So informative and helpful, Laura, as always. Thank you so much. Well, we are at the end of the show, ladies. Can you believe that? I mean, episode 36. Here we are in December, and this is a season of giving. And we just want to remind everyone that right now there is so much need. The pantries, our nonprofit organizations really can use your help.
Network of Community Ministries right here in Richardson is a community-based organization serving nearly 9,000 individuals annually through over 47,000 units of service. And right now they need the following items: baking goods, canned fruit, jellies, jams, peanut butter, canned meat, canned pasta, mac and cheese, soap, shampoo, toilet paper, feminine hygiene products, deodorant, toothpaste, and toothbrushes. The drop-off locations that are around our network, which is at 741 South Sherman in Richardson, the Episcopal Church of the Epiphany, which is at 421 Custer Road, the Pioneer Bank, which is at 1755 North Collins Boulevard, the La Casita Bake Shop at 580 West Arapahoe Road in Richardson. Deidre?
We love them. And also, you could consider giving to Minnie's Pantry. I just recently learned that if you give $1, it can help feed a family of 3 for a meal. So I don't know how they do it, if that's special donations, but $1 to take care of 3 people for a meal, that's incredible.
Now, thank you so much to these incredible organizations for all they are doing to feed the people that are in need this year. There's more than ever before. And while these organizations do so much to feed the body, there's other things that need to be fed in our life. And one of the things that feeds the spirit and builds community, at least it does for me, is theater. And you can still help RCT, Repertory Company Theater, with their Tomorrow campaign, their One Day More campaign, all of the campaigns really. But please, if you are able to help, RCT needs to raise $20,000 by December 31st this year. With your incredibly generous help, we've already raised over $10,000. If you are in a position and you can help before the end of the year, that would be so wonderful. Please, you can learn more by going to our website, rcttheater.com, and clicking the link for the One Day More campaign. And don't forget, all of those gifts are going to be completely tax deductible, which is also very important to remember this time of year as we think about taxes for next year too.
That's right. Yes. Thank you for all of you who are watching. Maybe down below, let us know your favorite reindeer or Christmas TV special, or if you happen to buy any of Alara's Christmas list, we'd like to see how that worked out. I will be this weekend at RCT watching their show that's happening. It's a Wonderful Life, and I may or may not wear my pajamas. I don't know. So we look forward to the chance that we can see all of you again soon. We're praying for things to open back up and people to be safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and spread your love. And until we get to see you again, I am.
You are.
We are.
R.
C.
T.
T. Merry Christmas! Let me see your teeth close up.
There are none.
There's none there.
And I have a new one coming in.
Wait, are you in PJs?
Me? Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Like thunder.
I was like, those, you're looking really cute. Look, I got
my PJs on.
I got mine. I got some PJs. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, there was John.
John blinked on. I saw St. Nicholas.
I know.
He has a sweater on.
He's there.
People also sing Troll, the Ancient Yuletide Carol. It's Toll, the Ancient. There's no Troll. It's Toll.
Troll.
People sing Troll. Troll is something under a bridge. Toll.
I did not know that Troll was it.
I don't think that I have ever sung anything besides Troll, the Ancient Yuletide Carol.
It's Toll.
Fabulous. You guys.
That was rough. Hard. And Kim and elves are here. What? Up and down the way.
That's what they do. That's what the chimney sweeps. That's what the chimney sweeps do.
Apparently.
Up and down. See, it was correct.
Down. All right, love you guys.
Love you,
Love
girls.
you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Bye, John.
Merry Christmas.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.